Hey everyone, welcome back. If you are following the World Cup 2016 previews, make sure you follow the channel, because this series goes through every team with the same clear analysis format. Today, it is Mexico. They are one of the tournament's most interesting teams, because the easy story is clear, but the deeper question about their real ceiling is much harder to answer properly. Mexico are a host nation. They are in Group A, and they should be strong enough to win it. That part is obvious, but the full tournament story is still much more complicated than the group suggests. The real debate starts after the group stage. Mexico should start strong at home, but the serious question for this team is simple. How far can they actually go when the pressure rises for real? Our model has Mexico as the clear Group A winner. Their power rating is 62 out of 100, and that gives us the first real signal. This is a team that should control the group stage, not merely survive it. The expected points number is 6.7, with Mexico projected to finish first in Group A. That is a strong profile, especially with home advantage behind them from the opening match onward in Mexico City. But here is the tension. The same projection still has Mexico exiting in the round of 16, which means the model trusts them early, but does not treat them like a true elite contender yet. So the read is clear. Mexico looks safe, organized, and dangerous at home. But the numbers do not scream title winner, and that difference matters once the knockout rounds begin for real. The squad story is not built around only one player. Mexico have several different profiles that matter, and each one tells us something different about how this team might handle the tournament. Memo Ochoa gives the campaign a last-dance feeling, while Edson Álvarez brings midfield control. That mix of emotion and structure is a big part of Mexico's identity in this preview. Santiago Giménez gives them a genuine goal threat, and Raúl Jiménez brings veteran experience. Those two names give Mexico different ways to carry the attack through real pressure moments. Gilberto Mora is the wild card, but Javier Aguirre's real challenge is balance. Too much nostalgia can look old, while too much youth can struggle when the World Cup pressure arrives. Home advantage is real, but history gives the warning. Mexico's best World Cup finish is still the quarterfinals, and that tells us their ceiling has been difficult to break for decades. Those quarterfinal runs came in 1970 and 1986, and both were at home. That is encouraging, but it also shows that home advantage has not automatically produced a semifinal leap. The stage can lift this team and make the group feel more manageable. At home, Mexico can play with energy, confidence, and emotion that most opponents simply cannot copy in that stadium. But home energy does not automatically solve knockout problems against stronger, colder, more controlled opponents. At that level, emotion helps, but structure and decisions matter more. So the first verdict is clear. Mexico should win Group A, and that is the reasonable expectation. Anything less would feel like a disappointment, given the group and the setting they have. But the tournament becomes much more uncomfortable after that. The model likes Mexico in the group stage, but it does not give them the profile of a deep knockout round team yet. That creates the main debate. Are Mexico only a safe group winner with a round of 16 ceiling, or is this the kind of home tournament that pushes a team beyond itself? That difference is the whole Mexico question in 2026. The group should be manageable, but the knockout path is where the real argument and the real pressure begins for them. Now, the second layer is pressure. Mexico do not just start their own World Cup at home. They open the entire tournament, and that changes the emotional weight of everything around them. The first match is not just another group game. It is the first global spotlight moment of the competition, and Mexico will carry the eyes of the tournament immediately from kickoff. Every touch, every misplaced pass, and every early chance will feel louder than normal. That is what makes an opening match at home so powerful, and so dangerous for Mexico. The crowd can become a weapon, but it can also become a weight. Mexico have the privilege of opening at home, but they also carry the pressure that comes with it from minute one in front of everyone. Opening night gives Mexico no hiding place. Mexico against South Africa and Mexico City is not just a fixture. It is the moment that sets the emotional tone for everything that follows. Win calmly, and the group begins to look controlled. Start slowly, and the pressure immediately changes shape, because the home crowd begins to feel the danger around the team too. Korea, Republic, and Czechia are waiting later in the group, so Mexico cannot afford an opening night that becomes chaotic, nervous, or emotionally draining from the very start. Home advantage feels different when the whole world is watching the first kick. It can create huge energy, but it can also make every mistake feel much larger than usual. That is why the crowd question matters. A home crowd can change the level of a team, especially when the players believe the stadium is carrying them forward in every attack. It can make every run sharper, every tackle louder, and every attack feel more alive. That is the positive side of playing a World Cup on home soil. But it can also tighten the legs. Players start forcing passes, finishes become rushed, and the same noise that inspires you can suddenly start to squeeze you under pressure. For Mexico, the crowd is not just background noise. It is part of the match state, and they have to manage it with maturity, from the first whistle and throughout the group stage itself. This is where the old guard matters. Javier Aguirre has been around pressure before, and that kind of experience matters when the first match begins to tighten around Mexico. Memo Ochoa, if he makes the tournament, brings a huge storyline and a huge presence. In a home World Cup, those personalities can help calm the room before panic spreads too far. These are not just sentimental details. When a country hosts the World Cup, the emotional weight is different, and the dressing room needs voices that understand that pressure. Mexico need leaders who can calm the opening night tension before it spreads through the team. Talent matters, but handling the moment may matter just as much as tactics. So, does the pressure lift Mexico or trap them? That might decide the group more than people think, because the first match can shape the whole mood around them. If opening night is controlled, Mexico can ride the atmosphere and build confidence. Suddenly, the home crowd becomes a force that makes the group feel easier to manage. If it becomes nervous, every match after that becomes heavier and more complicated. A home tournament can turn quickly if the first emotional test goes badly early. Mexico have the crowd, the stage, and the story. Now they must turn noise into football, because that is the difference between a boost and a burden when pressure rises around them. Now the third layer is tactical. Mexico's real pressure valve might not be the headline attacker, because the most important role may sit deeper in midfield when games get tense. It might be Edson Álvarez. In this team, his value is control, and control is exactly what Mexico need when emotion and pressure start rising in difficult tournament moments. He protects the back line, slows the game down, holds the center, and connects the team. Those things are not flashy, but they become essential when matches get messy and emotional. If Mexico lose control, the pressure spreads fast. That is why Álvarez could be more important to this tournament than the casual fan first realizes when the game opens up. Control has to come before chaos. A home World Cup needs a calm midfield, because emotion alone is not enough to survive difficult match situations at this level. Emotion can lift Mexico, but without midfield control, it can also turn into panic. That is where rhythm, spacing, and decision-making becomes so important under home pressure. The best teams know when to accelerate and when to recycle possession. Mexico cannot play every moment like the stadium wants them to attack immediately. Mexico need rhythm. Break the press, close the gaps, and turn crowd noise into control. That is how a home atmosphere becomes useful rather than dangerous. The role Álvarez plays is not always the first thing people notice. It is not the final pass, and it is not the big finish people remember after full time in big matches. It is the dirty work that keeps the team stable. Shield the back line, win second balls, slow the game, and connect defense to attack when chaos arrives around Mexico. That role matters because it protects Mexico from emotional football. When the crowd pushes the tempo too high, someone has to keep the team balanced. If he holds the center, Mexico look calm. If he does not, the whole shape starts to wobble, and the pressure spreads across the pitch in every direction very quickly. Opponents will know this too. South Africa, Korea Republic, and Czechia will all look for pressure points that can make Mexico uncomfortable early in the group stage matches. They will try to bypass the center, attack half spaces, and punish turnovers. Those are the moments where home pressure can quickly become tactical danger after loose touches. If Mexico's midfield breaks, the whole game opens up very quickly. That is exactly the kind of match state they should want to avoid against direct opponents at home. In the group stage, control is not a luxury. It is protection, and it may be the difference between a calm Mexico and a nervous one under pressure and expectation. So that is the final verdict. Mexico looked like a strong Group A pick, but not a free pass to a deep tournament run once the pressure rises on home soil. The home advantage is real. The squad has experience, control, and enough attacking threat to win the group, but the ceiling depends on pressure management. If Álvarez controls the middle, Mexico look calmer and more dangerous. If the crowd turns nervous and the midfield opens up, the round of 16 ceiling becomes believable. What is your call? Safe group winner or real home nation surge? Comment below, like the video, follow the channel, and see you in the next one after the final whistle.